Hey, it's Dr. Glenn from BecomeARealCoach.com with the Build a Website for Coaches video number 4. And you'll see that GoDaddy has notified me that WordPress has been installed. And so now if I go back and look at my website, let's go to emotionaleating.com. You will see that there is a very ugly version of a website up. Hey, but at least you can type in a domain name and there's a real website there and it says your website and you can control it. So congratulations on accomplishing that much. What you want to do is look for the login button, and I'll tell you a little secret. If you can't find a login button, there's something you can type, but when you click at the very bottom where it says login, the URL is going to be whatever your domain name is plus a / and WP login. And before I do log in, I'm just going to copy that into my document where I'm keeping my information about the site. And now I know where I can always log into my WordPress site to administer it. So let's just copy and paste this, and I tend to find it's easier to copy and paste. Notice, see it's kind of expanding to a space. You want to make sure that you don't have the space in there, so I'm going to copy and paste that in here, and I am going to copy and paste the password in here, and I'm going to ask it to remember me. It's if you're on a shared computer or something that other people can get to really easily, then you might not want to have it remember you. I'm going to have it remember me so I don't have to copy and paste that every single time. But if you have any security concerns, then you should do that. And you're going to see probably a bunch of things that GoDaddy has customized. There might be a welcome to WordPress thing. There might be an advertisement of some sort. You can more or less ignore those. And what I want you to do first and foremost is go right over to the plugin sites. And when you're at the plugin sites, I want you to add something that's going to allow you to disable comments. Now you might be saying, I really want comments and they're really important, and I kind of sort of agree with you, but the problem is that there are some really bad people out there who write all sorts of nasty hacking programs to be able to advertise on your blog, and they'll advertise lots of nasty things like drugs and porn and that kind of thing. So we want to stop them as soon as we can, and then we'll have a different way of managing comments later on. It's kind of an advanced topic. So we're going to click Add New at the top, and then here I want you to search for Disable Comments and click Search Plugins. So we went to Plugins, Add New, and we're searching for Disable Comments, and we're looking for a plugin that's called Disable Comments, and it should be by Samir Shah. That's the one that I use. And then all you want to do is click on Install Now, and GoDaddy should automatically install it after you confirm. Let's give it a second. It actually did it very quickly. It downloaded it, it installed it, and now before you can actually use it, you need to click on Activate. So I'm going to click Activate Plugin, and now it's been activated, and you can see Disable Comments is there. And then if we look at the Settings tab, we should have Disable Comments down here, and then I'm going to disable comments everywhere, and actually do it over here, just everywhere over there. And now I have disabled comments entirely, and if I reload the page, I press F5. Hold on a second, I'll just go to the dashboard to make it easier. You'll notice the comments disappeared entirely. If you want to get back to the comments, you click on Settings, Disable Comments. And another way to do it is to go on all 3 different post types, and that does not take away the comment section, that where you can see where the comments might be. So we can delete the example comment. If for some reason you wind up with a bunch of spammed comments from robots already, then you can make sure you go to Settings, Disable Comments, and choose the one that we just did. Make sure that you go and make sure that you use this one on certain post types. That way you will be able to get to the comments and then menu, otherwise the menu option disappears entirely, and you'll have to go through and delete that. Unfortunately, these robots find the sites really quickly and they just start commenting away. It's good free traffic for them, so they do their best to get it up there as soon as they can. So I don't know what motivates these evil people, but they're there and we have to fix that. Okay. Now, the other plugin that we want to install is actually, before we do that, let's go to the settings, discussion settings. And in the discussion settings, I want to unclick the thing that says allow people to post comments in new articles, and click the thing that says users must be registered and logged in to comment. The disabled comment should fix that all by itself, and click the thing that says an administrator must always approve a comment. But this is just an added level of security, and then I'm going to save the changes. So now you have a now you have a functional website that really is very, very difficult for people to spam unless they can actually crack your username and password. Okay, so we got that taken care of. And there's a couple of other settings while we're at the settings, and then we'll install the additional plugin, and then you'll be done setting up WordPress more or less. So let's go to the settings and then go down to the let's go to the permalinks option, and I want you to use post name. I'm really not an SEO guy, but my understanding is that this is a little better for SEO when you do that. So if you name your posts according to some keywords that you might want to rank for, then it just helps a little bit to do that. So I'm going to save that. And there are a million other things in WordPress you can do to improve your SEO, and I'm not the guy to ask about doing that, but we're going to do that. And now let's go find another plugin that's kind of important. Add another plugin. And now the plugin that I want to add is called WP Hide Post. Okay, and there we go. WP Hide Post is here. I'm going to click on install. And what this does is it allows us to make some hidden pages and posts. And the reason we want to do that is we want to have things like payment pages and legal pages, which don't show up in the navigation menu and don't show up unless we send people a specific link to them. And I'm going to click on Activate Plugin, and that's done. This other plugin, Askamet, is useful if you're going to use the default WordPress comment, so I'm going to leave it there. It takes if you really want to activate it, you have to go sign up for a key and then enter the key. But I'm gonna leave that off for now because I find it's not perfect, and I actually got hacked once and got thousands of really bad comments on my site before I used the disable comments plugin. And so now what I do is I let people comment by Facebook if they want to, but I'm not going to show you how to do that right now. Okay, so now we have taken care of the two plugins. Let's look at the general settings. So settings general, and let's call this all about emotional eating, and let's do it for Sharon Livingston, PhD. Okay, and just save the changes. And now the last thing I want to do before I show you let's take a look at what the site looks like at the moment. So now if we go to www.allaboutemotionaleating, the site looks pretty much the same, except now it says all about emotional eating, and that turns into a link to the home page, and it says Sharon Livingston, PhD. And you'll see that there's a page in the nav bar. So let's go create some additional pages that we might want to use later, which actually we are going to use later. So we're going to create an about page. Just put some sample text in there and click publish. We're going to create a how it works page. You can make the pages that you want to. I'm adding the pages that are useful for the Easy Coach marketing system that I teach in the becomearealcoach.com certification, so that my certification members will know what to do to follow our system. But if you want to do this differently, then you can. You'll have different pages in the nav bar. I'm going to add a Get Started Now page. Okay, and I want you to notice that because we added this plugin, there is this system down here that has page visibility that will allow me to hide the pages from the navigation bar and sidebars and everything like that. So by default, everything is shown. I'm going to make sure that I have all the pages that I really want to show. I'm going to add a contact page because I want that to be shown. Okay. And what else am I going to add? That's all the pages that I really want to be shown. Actually, I might also add a products and services page. Products and services. Okay. And so now if I look at All About Emotional Eating, I should see that we have all these pages in the navigation bar. And let's get rid of that sample page. Hey, where is my, let's click on all pages. It looks like I didn't add the contact page. Let's just add that first. Okay, now we have the contact page. Let's refresh, make sure that showed up. Okay, we have that. And now what we can also do, let's say that I really would like I'd like the order to be about, contact, get started now, let's say I want to move the contact to the end. I want to get rid of sample page, and I would like to have the product services come before contact. So what I want to do now is I want to go through the all pages, and this one about page we're going to make number 1. So here we have the order. Let's call that 1. Okay, go back to all pages. Did I just delete, was that the about page I just did? I'm sorry, yes. So the about pages we're going to have is page number 1. And then the how it works page, let's have that be number 2. Okay, let's go back to all pages. Now the Get Started Now page, I like that to be number 3. Okay, let's go back. And now I would like take a look at what we did so far. Product and services, about, sample, how it works. Okay, so I need to move contact to number 5 and product and services to number 4. So contact will make number 5. And then products and services will make number 4. Okay, go back to all pages. Let's get rid of this sample page, just trash it. Okay, we're doing okay now. About, how it works, get started now, product and services, contact. That's all good. By the way, if for some reason you wanted to add other pages underneath them, like suppose we had product 1, 2, and 3, I'll do that and then just delete it. Say product 1, product 1, and let's make a parent page called products and services. Great. And then let's add another page. product 2, product 2. That'll be order number 2 underneath products and services. And now if I refresh this, what we should see is that we have a little menu under products and services, and that'll get us from page to page. So I'm going to go back and delete that, because for the moment I just want to have one products and services page. And now I'm going to move to trash for the ones that I've selected. Okay. Now the last thing I want to do is change the theme so that it looks a little nicer. There's a couple of more things I'm going to do while we're here. You know what? I'm going to meet you in the next video. I'm going to do that so this doesn't get too long.